Right. So we get back to it and creating our own quiz. We go into creating the quiz itself, and again, we are at this moment on this level of the website. Um, Maybe I want to create a question of my own, and here I have the automatic preview of what it is going to look like from the user's point of view. And there are two types of questions that I'm going to be looking at. There are going to be the ones that have this little icon of the lightning bolt, and these are the extended types of questions. This is what comes with the paid version of the platform. So we have the ordering, the matching, then we have the dropping down, and the menu, and then we have the matching of the responses, math responses, excuse me. We have labeling, we have hotspots, and we have many more. But if I go into the basic forms of the questions, I do have the multiple choice, I have the fill in the blanks, and then I have the other types of questions that are not, excuse me, no, two more, because I have the drawing and I have the open ended questions. Now, with the open ended questions and with the drawing, this is a bit more complicated because setting the answer key for these two might be a bit of a more difficult element for us. And then, of course, we have other. So this is the poll, and the poll questions are questions that are not graded. They don't have correct or incorrect answers. We just want to see the opinion of the participants. Let's go to the questions. I can create my own multiple choice questions or my own fill in the blank questions. But then if I do this, I need to write it right from the start. So let's go with this one, fill in the blank. And let's say the capital city of the United Kingdom is, and here I go with underscores. Done. Now I do need to write down the correct answer, which in this case, of course, is London, right? Then what I can also do is, and well, in this case, I don't think it's going to be really an option, but you can go with, no, not this one. You can go with, no, not this one, with adding more options, more correct options. I don't see where this is at the moment. Let's have a look. Yes, what I can definitely see here is what the student is going to see, whether I want the separate boxes or whether I want just one box. And here we have it, alternative answers, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put in alternative answers. I can also include an answer hint, right? And yes, I'm going to go with save. And there we go. Alternative options, and then we can add one more and maybe one more. I do believe that there is a number set. Let's see how many we can have. I guess quite a few. So maybe not in this case. Right. So in the case when such an answer would be more elaborate or maybe not that general, if we are looking for one specific word that has many different synonyms and that are also correct, I am going to have other options to include as my correct options. Okay, I'm going to save this question, and there we go. I have my first question in my quiz. Now, I don't know what to do next. Let's go teleport from the quizzes library, and we go with London. And whether it is going to be the community or my library. Well, I don't have a quiz about London yet, so I can only go through the community questions. Let's go through the community questions, and some of those that we have already seen might appear again. London quiz, there we go. And yes, adding all of the 10 questions or just adding one simple question. I think I like this one. And maybe let's go with this one. And maybe let's go with one more. Okay, let's go with this one. Yes. Now these questions have automatically appeared in my quiz, right? What has also changed on the right, as you can see, is you have the quiz quality score, but that's something that I never use. But I have the number of 4 graded questions. There we go. So that is that, importing questions, creating our own questions. Now, when we want to create a new question, we just go into this little box and then we choose the question type, whether it is a multiple choice. We can go with this one, and let's say that the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom. I have no idea. Is the same size as England. And yes, I want to turn this into a true or false question. What I automatically do is I just delete 2 options and I have this. So true, false. Technically, I'm done. And I would want to save the question for myself, but I know that I won't be able to do that because I need to select the correct answer first. Now, of course, this is false. And now I can save it. What else? When I am editing the questions, because I can go back to it, of course, and edit it, I have a few more elements that I can see. And this is the participants view that I can go automatically into. Okay, done. And then what I can also do is I can specify how many points and how much time I want this question to have. Maybe I want another explanation added into it. Or maybe, and this is just the editing tools, of course, on top. When I am also editing this question itself, maybe I want to change the character of the questions. I can go into this specific area on top and change the form. So let's go with, multiple choice. Now, as you can see, my work is not lost, and my work is still there. And what I have done, the capital city of the United Kingdom is, and one of these options is going to be London. Then I want to add a few more other elements for, let's go with Edinburgh. Let's go with Edinburgh. Let's go with Dublin, and let's go with Belfast. I don't know, maybe I'm not really that well educated. Aha, okay. Now we have already seen that I can limit my answer in the multiple choice to 2, but I can also expand it, and I can expand it, unfortunately, only up until 5. Now, over here on the bottom, the single correct answer or the multiple correct answers. In this case, yes, there's only one possibility. So if I change it, then I only have one possible correct answer. But then with the multiple correct answers, then the student needs to, let's say, mark as many possible correct answers to get the point. In other words, if 2 are correct and I mark only one of them, the question is still going to be answered as incorrect. I need 2 correct answers, both of them, to be highlighted, to be chosen by the participant of the quiz. There you go, save, done. Okay, the question automatically reappears. What else can I do with this quiz? What else can I do with the questions? What I can also do is, of course, going into importing other questions, whether this is from my library or maybe libraries of other users. And maybe I do want to edit some of these questions, but maybe I like some specific question and I want to have a new one based on this one. I just copy it and then it multiplies itself, right? In James Bond, how many locations in James Bond featured Yes, that is the correct answer. Maybe I want to change this question a bit and I want to have a second one. I can, instead of the question itself, incorporate the media, as you can see, or the voiceover, but this is in the extended version. But in the basic version, what you can get is you can insert also an image into the question. Yes. I can also go back automatically, and this is what I'm going to do. So this is about editing the questions in the quiz, and this is about editing the content of the quiz. One last thing over here that is worth mentioning is that I can reorder the questions as they are going to maybe appear, but as they are going to be appearing when I am editing the quiz, because when I am doing the quiz as a student, I can, as the author of the quiz, do a few more elements that are going to specify the order of the questions. Okay,